Take one. Hi, welcome to Jawai Martial Arts, online martial arts and fitness program. Now we have several classes for you guys to choose from our morning burners or cardio kickboxing. Take two.
Now there ain't nothing to it, go ahead and bring Goliath on. Ain't no giant, I ain't gon' fire on. Catch a fade, you I'm wrong, I'm gone. Y'all can catch the wave that I am on. I am icon, y'all are wide wrong. Think that I'm a reconcile bonds, so ain't nothing to it though. This is on me, ain't got much to do with who you know. Keeping it true to form 10 L's into a milli though. But they already knew that those farewell to your opinions, know that he is so. This is all me, ain't got much to do with who you know.
Start now. I've been running around with this thought and been trying to kind of relate it, like how does this make sense? But basically the idea of guarding your mind as far as to the amount of just raw information out there. I myself have disconnected from a lot of like just the regular news because it's just too much. There's, it doesn't matter what channel that you're on, so honestly I really don't watch much TV at this time. I kind of cut that out a while ago, but anyway, I've been cutting back on my TV use, and as far as like other sites, as far as keeping up with the COVID and what's going on around the world and whatnot. The main reason is there's just so much junk out there. There's so much of the same, and there's so much junk. And I heard Tony Robbins say it, and I heard a lot of other speakers say it, but it really didn't make sense to me until I heard a rapper say it about basically like what you feed your mind is what it becomes. It focuses on it, it becomes it. Even if you got it on in the background sometimes, those, they're talking about the numbers, the amount of people that died over and over again, and it's the same news cycle that loops over and over again every 30 minutes or every hour or whatever it is. So for me, myself, I decided to cut that out 100% for sure. When I'm ready to tap in or when I want to get information, that's when I tap in. But other than that, I tune out. I tune out and I focus on other things. Like I said, for me right now, it's a time of growth. It's a time of change. It is an ideal time. And I don't want to be anchored down by thoughts of misgivings, thoughts of, conspiracies, thoughts of whatever else the world is throwing at me. I have my focus and I have where I think my mind needs to go, and with my mind going that direction, my body and my heart and everything is going to follow. Actually, I think it's more so my heart that's pushing me forward, and my mind is trying to play catch up and keep up with it. If I was to start weighing it down with useless information, the same stuff over and over again, and what happens, it just piles up. It's kind of like, almost like, I call it like, sometimes the news cycle now is like plaque of the mind. It's like, we get plaque in your arteries and eventually you have a heart attack. It's the same deal, it's the doom and gloom. And unfortunately for us as people, as a species, and I think it's just probably true with every animal, is that, the bad news is what gets our attention. We don't pay attention to the news that said, this is going to be an epic year, it's going to be bright and sunny or whatever. It's the doom and gloom scenario that we pay attention to, and that's what causes us, because we react off of pain. The pain point causes us to react more than the feel good or the pleasure point, unfortunately. But so for these companies, these businesses, these media businesses, these advertising agencies, everything, they focus on, or they put out that stuff that's going to get your eyes to pay attention more, that's going to cause your ears to listen on more, to go back and want to cycle over and over again, just so your eyes are paying attention, and they can run those ads by you over and over again. And that sucks. I really don't. I mean, if anything can change, I would hope that would be one of the things that would change, where we go back to, a time of just basics. Just give me the basics, and then that's it. Let it go. Not the constant barraging, the constant this. I don't know, the 24-hour news cycle thing with tons of stations that are doing it. Plus, you got the ad crawlers, and then you got the radio, then you just got it all across the internet and stuff like that. I'm tired. I'm really tired of it. So I don't want to stay too long, but that was just my one little talk, my little thought. For me, I'm actively taking that role of guarding my mind against the negativity, the constant push. if I do take it in, it's at a time and a point of my choosing, when I'm ready for it, when I know how to interpret that information, where I know how to put my own unique spin on it to say, okay, this is trash, this is trash, this is trash, this is information I should be paying attention to. And I think actively, you guys should be actively doing that yourselves too. You should not be just taking in things in the background. Don't leave the radio on, don't leave the TV on, you know. Spend time with the family, do other things, turn it off, get away from it for a little bit. When you're ready to actively take part of it, take part of it. But don't, because it feeds into that paranoia, it feeds into that anxiety, it feeds into that feeling of you know, that you're not worth it. It's the same thing, like they said, like, you know, if you go through social media, people who are on like Instagram a lot or whatever, what have you, and you think all these women out there have these perfect bodies, or these guys out there, they do nothing but work out and eat like vegetables all day or whatever, what have you, when the reality is something, you know, plainly different, but that's all they're splashing across the page, and you think, I have to be like that. It's that build-up, it's that constantly saying that and not seeing what the reality of your world is like. So I guess that's my talk for today. Is like, you know what, I mean, this is a perfect time, a perfect opportunity for us to start to tune out from what they want us to be, or for what the media and advertising want us to do, and start to tune back into the reality of your situation, what's happening right in front of you, as far as your friends, your family, your house, your domain, your training, your workout, what's the most important things to you. Don't make the news cycle your most important thing. Don't make the paranoia and anxiety of life your most important thing. Go out and hug somebody, or hug somebody, don't go out. Hug somebody in your house if you got it. Or just find something small, get a book, do something else. But yeah, let's, I think this week is something that if you guys haven't been doing it, try to proactively doing it, and also teach your kids how to do it too, because that builds anxiety within them too. If they know things are going wrong, kids are smart enough to start understanding that there's problems and things that are happening, and if they see you start to stress out about it, they're gonna start stressing about it. They do what you do, you know, not what you say. They follow your lead. So parents of kids, you know, make sure that you're setting a right example by tuning out, turning off, not letting your anxiety get the best of you. Even if you think that your kids aren't paying attention, they're paying attention to the very minute motions and things that you are doing. So gotta jump in 100% to show them how to live a better life.
What it do? 5 in the morning and I got my mind on loop. I never sleep cause they smoke up in the Bugatti. I woke up in the coupe. It's a G. 35 gin and juice where I woke up feeling like Snoop. And the whole team ready about the action, and we didn't come to loot. Now we didn't come to lose. A certified polymath, I am living proof. And I just kick it, I do my business, and then I visit the obituary when I hit the booth. And I did it all on my own, cause nobody showed me no love. But now they say, damn man, he's grown. You should've known. Now what is to come? They say, oh Lord. They don't really do it like us. They don't really live that life. They ain't really got that buzz, so we say, oh Lord. Carpe diem, it's about time that they see how many days that I've been seasoned. And right now I'm like my mama always told me just to go for it. Every time they see me, they say, oh Lord. And it is what it is, so why you so mad at me, lad? But there's so many rappers that they all started calling me dad. You wanna battle me, somebody will end up dead. And I'm bored with the flow, oars on a boat, he better roll to death row before his boat never sail. I'm getting better still, old money, old bread, guess I like it better still. And she's on me, dog, and I don't wear designer cause I got a better still. You peons can be on my level, I'm clever, so be gone. I know you see the lights flash neon, bright as hell, by the bell. But we don't save these hoes, and these girls bad as hell, so we say, oh Lord. They don't really do it like us.